The Auto Design Report feature is the quickest way to create a design within MRX. Rather than the customized design report method, the Auto Design method interprets your specific curriculum and designs a report based on that, complete with lesson assignments. While much quicker, be warned that this method requires that your lessons are thoroughly articulated and well organized. To auto-design a report, go to the Conference menu at the top and then select Design Reports. I already have one report designed, but to design a new one with the Auto Design feature, find the button in the lower part of the left side of the screen. A pop-up window appears with a description on how to complete these tasks. Follow the numbered steps. Begin by naming your report in step 1. You can always change this later. Now designate your categories in step 2. You may convert all of your areas into categories or only certain ones. It is up to you. I will select all of my areas so that they become categories on this new report. Step 3 requires the most consideration. This is where you determine your concepts that will appear on your report. Select which part of your lessons that you want to represent as concepts. Notice that topic, presentation material, and lesson are the fields under each area. So when you crafted your lesson or copied them, this is the hierarchy that you have for each lesson title. It is important to select a field that has parent-friendly language, but also represents a reasonably sized group of lessons. Too much specificity will result in a long report that may overwhelm parents. Too little specificity usually implies that you have too many lessons assigned to a single concept, which will distort the average that MRX creates when generating a report for each student. This is a common problem. So as a very general rule, try to limit the number of lessons assigned to one concept under 10. I'd like to create a report that links lessons to my topic field because of how my lessons are organized. This is usually the case for teachers, but we recommend that you look at your lessons to see what will translate best. Once you've selected your criteria, hit the Generate Design button in the lower right corner of this window. And just like that, I've created a report full of categories, concepts, with my Montessori lessons aligned. I can preview this report most easily by using the drop-down menu in that part of the window. And this shows me what it'll look like. My areas have become my categories, and my concepts have become the topic field from my lessons. I can scroll through and see, and I'll be able to change these symbols to words if I so desire. So this looks pretty good to me. I'm happy with this. But I may change a few things by drilling down through the categories and concepts later on. Find the related video on editing concepts and categories and aligning lessons. You should also go to the Generate Report screen once designed and give it what we call the gut test. If the status averages for each student on these concepts are similar to how you interpret their student progress, you are good to go. If the statuses look lower than you would expect for a student, you will probably have to tweak the alignment some. As I mentioned before, the Auto Design button is totally dependent on how you craft your lessons within MRX. Play around and see how this tool can serve you best and save you the most time while creating an accurate report that reflects student progress.